Hi guys, Kat and Josh from Kaboom here. In this video, we're going to give you a close-up look at our light-up wine glasses, including how we made them and some tips on how to play them.
We first started playing wine glasses a few years ago when we were asked to make an ad for the WA Water Corporation. We had 1 week to find all the glasses, figure out how to play them and make our arrangement before we had to film it, and it was so much fun that we've kept playing them since.
I'm sure most of us will have tried playing a wine glass at a party before. All you need to do is get a good quality glass, dip your finger in some water, rub it around the top, and you produce a note. When you add more water to the glass, the pitch goes down, and when you take it away, the pitch goes up. So to get the exact notes that we wanted, we used a syringe and a tuner app to do some precise tuning. Now you don't want to fill the glasses up too much because the sound will deteriorate. So you'll find that each glass probably has 2 or 3 notes that it can reach. This means we needed a number of different sized glasses to get all the notes that we needed.
We used 7 different types, and we found that we could get the following notes from them. Rather than dipping our fingers directly into the wine glasses and potentially changing the pitch, we dip them into a separate bowl filled with a mixture of water and vinegar, which helps to keep our fingers clean so that they can vibrate nicely around the edges.
This light-up project began when we built our first version about 3 years ago. We were writing a bunch of music for a concert about stars and space, and we had the idea of putting lights under the glasses. We built a rig that had 1 red and 1 blue LED under each glass, and each of them was connected to its own button. So I played the glasses while Josh triggered each light with its own button. Here's a bit of what it looked like. We loved the effect, but wanted to find a way that we could both play and have the lights triggered at the same time. So we did a little bit of research and discovered Arduino.
Arduino is an open source hardware and a really great way to get into programming. There's a bunch of tutorials online that will teach you how to make everything work, and I watched a bunch of them. Now, our initial idea was to have a vibration sensor under each wine glass that would trigger the light when we played it, but we soon realized that this was going to be way too hard, so we decided to pre-program the lighting states and then operate it all with a foot switch. The coding took me ages to figure out. It was a few solid weeks of research and trial and error until I finally found a solution. But there is something very satisfying about trying and trying until it finally does what you want it to do. For our Mark II rig, I soldered 20 RGB LEDs under the spots where all the wine glasses would sit. I attached the LEDs to a foam core board and put little rubber feet on the edges so that the board would sit above the wiring. And I used connectors so that I could split the rig into 4 different boards, making it much more portable. The RGB LEDs allow us to get any colour we want, and each line of the code is set up so that the right colour goes to the right glass at the right time. So I went through the music and figured out which note would be which LED number, so that then I could translate that into code. And each line of coding is activated by a foot switch, which moves from one lighting state to the next one, to the next one, to the next one.
Once we had the lights in the right place at the right time, we were looking for a way to diffuse the light a little bit more in the glasses. So we discovered that if you put a bit of fabric softener in with the water, it stays nice and cloudy, you don't have to keep mixing it, and it makes the lights look a lot better. So you can see the difference in a glass that has fabric softener and one that doesn't. So then it was just a matter of learning how to play Amazing Grace, and we're really happy with how the arrangement turned out. Thanks for taking a closer look with us at how this all works. We really hope you enjoyed the video, and a huge thanks to our Patreon supporters for making videos like this possible.
Stay safe out there and we'll see you next time. Bye!